There is a river in India that flows heavy with memory, not with mud or clay, but with the blood of an empire that believed itself invincible. This is the story of how one man turned water into a wall. The year is 1671. The Mughal Empire dominates most of India. Kingdom after kingdom has fallen. Yet in the far northeast, beyond forests and rivers, the Ahom Kingdom of Assam still stands free. For nearly 600 years, invaders have failed here. Aurangzeb decides this defiance must end. In Delhi, he orders his finest general, Raja Ram Singh, to march with tens of thousands of soldiers and a powerful fleet. His command is simple: crush Assam. When the news reaches the Ahom court, fear spreads. Ministers whisper of surrender. But one man stands silent before the map of the Brahmaputra. Lachit Borphukan, commander of Ahom forces, is not counting enemy numbers. He is studying the land. That night, under flickering lamps, Lachit speaks. "We will not fight their strength. We will fight their weakness." He points to river bends, narrow channels, hills, and forests. Assam itself will be the weapon. Then he gives an order that shocks everyone. An earthen fort near Guwahati must be built before sunrise. One night, no excuses. The task is given to his own maternal uncle. As darkness falls, thousands dig through the night. Earth, sweat, and exhaustion fill the air. At dawn, Lachit arrives. The wall is unfinished. Workers lie asleep, his uncle explains. He asks for time. Lachit says nothing. He draws his sword. In one swift strike, his uncle falls dead. Soldiers freeze in horror. Lachit raises his blade and declares, "My uncle is not greater than my country." Fear turns into iron resolve. By sunrise, the wall stands complete. Months of brutal warfare follow. Ambushes, retreats, jungle traps. Every step costs the Mughals blood. Still, they press on. Raja Ram Singh changes strategy. Control the Brahmaputra and Assam will fall. His massive fleet advances toward Saraighat. This battle will decide everything. Then disaster strikes. Just as the fate of Assam hangs in the balance, a burning fever grips Lachit Borphukan. He is bedridden, his body racked with pain, unable to stand, let alone lead. From his sick bed, Lachit hears the roar of Mughal cannons. He sees the smoke rising over the river. The news that arrives is grim. The Ahom navy, seeing their commander's absence, is losing heart. Their lines are breaking. Panic spreads like wildfire, and a full-scale retreat begins. The battle seems lost before it has truly begun. Through the haze of his illness, Lachit hears the shouts of his retreating soldiers. He knows what this means. This is not just a battle lost. It is a kingdom lost. A 600-year-old legacy on the verge of extinction. Summoning a strength he doesn't have, he struggles to his feet. "If you want to run, run," he gasps to his aides. "Tell the king the first fought to the last." He orders them to carry him to a boat. He will face the enemy alone if he must. His men, ashamed, place their ailing commander on a small warboat. As it pushes into the chaotic waters, a sight unfolds that stuns both friend and foe. A lone boat with a sick man barely able to stand charges directly toward the mighty Mughal fleet. Lachit roars across the water, his voice weak but clear. "How can you desert your posts? I will die here, but you will not flee." Seeing him, seeing their general choosing death over dishonor, a wave of courage electrifies the Ahom soldiers. Shame turns to fury, boats turn around, the retreat becomes a counterattack. A suicidal charge, led by a dying man. The Battle of Saraighat explodes. The massive Mughal warships are powerful, but slow and clumsy in the narrow river. The Ahom forces, in their small, swift boats, are like hornets swarming a giant. They dart in and out, their movements unpredictable, a form of guerrilla warfare on water that the Mughals have never seen. They use the river's currents, the hidden sandbanks, the very water as their ally. They lash boats together, creating makeshift bridges to board enemy vessels. The Brahmaputra becomes a churning graveyard of steel, fire, and wood. The Mughal advantage in numbers vanishes in the chaos. Their large ships become targets unable to maneuver. The Ahom soldiers, fighting with the spirit of their commander burning in their hearts, are unstoppable. By sunset, the Mughal fleet is shattered, Broken, defeated, and utterly humiliated, Raja Ram Singh orders a full retreat. The invincible empire has been turned back, not by a great army, but by the will of one man and the land he refused to surrender. Lachit Borphukan would not live long to see the peace he had won. He succumbed to his illness about a year later. But his victory ensured that Assam would remain independent for decades to come, a lone beacon of freedom in an era of conquest. Today, the story of Lachit Borphukan is more than just history. It's a testament to the idea that courage is not the absence of fear, but the will to act in spite of it. It's a reminder that even when facing impossible odds, the spirit of resistance, fueled by love for one's land, can turn the tide of history. His name echoes along the Brahmaputra, a whisper of defiance on the water. Thank you for watching. If you were inspired by this story of incredible courage, please like this video and subscribe for more tales of unsung heroes.